I'm getting greedy. I blow the whole budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee-deep. I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG. They gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they could beat us.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Fields now to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. This defense for the Chiefs, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
3rd and 2, Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
It appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown Raiders! Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the Raiders have got him. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for KC. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Throw left side, complete to Ross. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Escaping the pressure right. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And they'll get him down short of the 1st down, right on the 10-yard line. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. On the carry, this is Scott. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Herbert now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ross. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Dallas Goedert, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
And they run with Harris off the option. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Fields. He'll buy some time right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Now Fields sliding out of the pocket. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Oh, the return is Scott. A good return there, 17 yards. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Herbert off of play action. Connected quickly with Goddard. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flush to his right. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
Now it's Lockett. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Fields on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they are going for it. Fields. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, it kicks either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
2nd and 8 coming up. Fields. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Hill diving, and he's got it. Full extension. What a catch. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and the Raiders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Good job, good job.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. And able to find Kirk complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Herbert back to the air. Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Open man is Kirk, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Rolling to, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
McManus's point after is good, and the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 31, Fields. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down.
And past the 35. He'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Here's Fields.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Back to throw, Fields.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Chiefs are right back in this football game.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Herbert. And Shark calls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw. Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick six as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the fourth quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Fields. And this will be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45.
60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Fields. Here's a diving catch right side.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Six yards left on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Fields. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now whistles here, and they might have been a little too fired up to go after the punter. So a 5-yard swing, but still 4th down.
You just wonder if the punt team used up something there that they didn't need to, right? Draw them off sides, but it still doesn't get them a 1st down. I used that one on 4th and 5 or less.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going for it. This is Harris. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And the Raiders are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Las Vegas, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor.